1968, WBLQ radio station.
Can someone give me a light?
This is Hal Cooper with WBLQ DC Radio, and this is Jazz Express. It behooves me now to welcome to our show our stellar musical guests, the wonderful composer and band leader, Mr. Duke Ellington.
How do you do, Mr. Cooper? I'm very happy to be here.
And on a rare occasion, we have the elusive, the enigmatic
my
Mr.
goodness.
Billy Strayhorn.
What an auspicious introduction. It is a pleasure to be seen, or shall I say, heard.
Seldom seen, but always heard.
Wonderful. Well, Duke, you have been a featured guest on this show several times, so I figured we'd start out by asking Mr. Strayhorn a couple of questions. Do you mind?
I don't mind at all.
Where were you born, Mr. Strayhorn?
Well, I was born in Dayton, Ohio, but raised in the Homewood district of Pittsburgh.
1915, the Strayhorn Home Night.
Please, Lord, I need you to watch over him. I need you to protect him. I'll do anything you ask. Just don't take him away from me.
There's our beautiful boy. He's got your eyes, Lillian.
You're late, James.
I brought you something.
James, these are beautiful. Where did you... We can't afford to be buying no flowers.
Don't worry. I stole them from some old lady down the street.
You didn't.
Oh, she was good and old, too. Didn't stand a chance.
James.
I worked an extra hour down at the plant. It's why I'm late.
You shouldn't have. Can you get me the rag out that bowl?
How's his fever?
I think it's going down.
That's great. Lillian?
I don't think I'm ready for that.
It's been 4 days. We have to fill out his birth certificate papers.
I can't.
He needs a name, Lil.
I felt their heartbeats. I saw their smiles. I felt their little fingers grip mine. I took them home. Everything was just fine. I go in there, pick her up. She was just stiff. It happened to me twice, James. 2 times. I don't wish that on nobody.
I lost them too, Lil. First Sadie, then Leslie.
Why would you say their names?
We have to live. We have to. For James Jr. and for him. Here's what we'll do for now. There.
Baby boy?
Until he gets stronger, which he will. And trust me, when he does, he'll be the strongest of us all. Mark my words. He will live.
Then we will name him?
And then we will name him.
Present day.
Hello?
Shade comes from reading. Reading came first. Chance Kennedy. You're in town. How are you?
V is cute, real cute or whatever. Got in last night. How was D though?
D is fine.
Did you forget?
Oh, of course not.
I know you did. Hence why I called you in enough time to get dressed. The fireplace, happy hour, 5:30. You work tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure you get to work with plenty of time to spare.
Bye.
And we're back. For those of you that are just tuning in, I am sitting with the great Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. Can you two talk to me about the ASCAP ban of 1941?
Pop! Pop!
What, Mercer? What is it?
Take a look at the paper.
Shit.
Wax walls hit new high. The American Society of Composers and Publishers, or ASCAP, is increasing their radio broadcasting fees by $4 million a year. The increase will take effect January 1st, 1941.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Pops, I can help. What do you need?
Billy, get in here. I can't believe this.
What's wrong?
We have a gig at Casa Manana in 6 days and can't perform any of my music.
Why?
Oh my God, are you daft? He's a member of ASCAP.
What's ASCAP?
I'm going to pretend you didn't just ask that. American Society of Composers and Publishers. It's only the world's biggest performance royalty company. Keep up.
All right, Mercer, lay off. He didn't know.
Whatever, Pop. Since he's a member of ASCAP, he can't perform any of his music. Performances are the lifeblood of the Duke Ellington Orchestra.
This little strike is proving to be a major thorn in my side. I can't perform any of my... Wait a minute. I can't perform any of my music, but...
But you can perform ours. Mercer, you and I are not members of ASCAP.
Precisely. I need you to...
Replace your library with an entirely new one.
What's the matter, Sweet Pea? You don't think you can handle it?
Mercer, you sound like a paltry schoolgirl. I raised you better than that.
Raised me?
Can you do it, Strays?
I'll see what I can do.
Very well, then. You both have to get on the next train to Los Angeles. I don't care how you do it. Compose on the train, compose in your dreams, but whatever you do, don't stop.
So I walk a little too fast, and I drive a little too fast.
And I'm reckless, it's true, but what else can you do?
At the end of a love affair. Who's that?
Too easy. End of a Love Affair, words and music by Edward Redding, as made famous by the iconic Billie Holiday.
What album?
That's not even a challenge, Mom.
Well, tell me what the album is then.
Lady in Satin, 1958. Bad Owl, give me my points.
Okay, 2 points.
It used to be the last song you would sing at all those Blues Alley concerts. A ballad, Mom, as your closer? Really?
And besides, it was the 90s. Care for some cereal?
Mom, I'm running a little bit late. Oh, ooh, cocoa wheats? In the evening? My favorite. Mom, you are evil. How was work?
It was hell. 3 admissions and an IV. Ever since they switched over to computer, it has been a bite. I don't know how they expect us to keep up. Another nurse quit today. They're trying to get rid of us dinosaurs.
That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that.
Who you telling? What are your plans for tonight?
Well, Chance is in town, so we are going to hit up happy hour before I have to go to work.
Oh, that's right. Tell him I said hey.
I will. So did Zara make her annual phone call?
She called this morning. I told her to call her brother. She's all stressed out about some big Christian leadership conference she's preparing for.
Well, that sounds like her. Mom.
I don't know why she always gets herself into a big tizzy.
Mom.
She knows everything's gonna turn out just fine. It always does. But
Mom, it's May.
I know.
It's hard to believe it's been 3 years.
I know.
Are you all right?
I'm all right. Hurry up and finish eating. You're gonna be late.
All aboard!
All right, Mercer, do we have pencils and paper? Check. A compartment stocked full of wine? Check. 2 new composers ready to embark on the craziest endeavor of their lives? Check.
You think you're so clever. Look, he may call you his right-hand man, but I'm his only son.
Okay, then. Shall we get started?
Can he do it? I don't think so. Can he do it? Can he do it? I don't think so. Can he do it? This scrawny, tawny, bespectacled boy, shouldn't he be out playing with toys? Billy Strayhorn. Let's not. Can he do it? I don't think so. Can he do it? Can he do it? I don't think so. Can he do it?
Billy Strayhorn, who the hell is that, Duke?
An absolute genius, superbly talented. The music blesses the day it was born under Mr. Strayhorn.
Give me a break.
Can he do it? I don't think so. Can he do it?
Get your tickets now, ladies and gentlemen, for tomorrow night, before they sell out.
You think you got what it takes? Come on.
Can he do it? I don't think so. Can he do it?
More wine.
Let me give her a new style.
Let me give her a new color.
It's been past weeks.
Ain't nobody tell you to pack up and move to New York.
But I love it there. And it loves me.
Oh, so you've met new friends.
Why, of course. But it's not the same. You should come visit.
In due time, in due time.
Are you guys ready to order?
Oh, we'll have an order of the wings, a Jack and Ginger from me, and let me guess, amaretto sour.
Amaretto sour.
And that's all for now.
I'll be back with your drinks.
So, what have you been up to?
Nothing much. Working a lot.
Oh, at the nursing home? Oof, hard work. I couldn't imagine being a CNA.
Yeah, it's a paycheck, a lousy one, but one nonetheless. And you?
Keeping busy.
You're doing the late night sets on Thursdays at Smoke now.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, that's huge. I saw it on my Facebook feed.
Jack and Ginger for you, sir. Amaretto for you.
Thank you. So, Andre.
Chance.
Are you gonna try out?
For what?
Come on, bitch, don't play. The Strayhorn competition.
I'm not trying out for that.
It's about to be lit.
No, I've never been one for jazz competitions.
Lies, fairy tales, and fallacies.
Here are your wings. Another Jack and Ginger.
No, thank you. Can you bring me my check?
Of course. Should I bring yours as well?
No, thank you. Keep it open.
You are a hot ass mess. Sorry, I have to cut it short. I have to relieve someone at the manor.
Right. I'll email you the application for the competition. Will you at least think about it?
I will.
No, I'm sending it now. You submit 2 songs, 1 Strayhorn tune, 1 original. Winner receives $5,000. Deadline in 3 days.
3 days?
Child, bye. Oh, I got you a little gift.
Chance, why did you do that? I didn't get you anything.
Damn, Gina, can a friend get a friend a gift nowadays? Open it.
Lush Life by David Hodgdu.
I think it's pronounced Haydu. It's Strayhorn's biography.
Oh, don't give up on your dreams.
I believe in you, girl. Promise you'll read it.
I promise.
Final destination, Los Angeles, California.
Final destination. I have Blue Surge, Things Ain't What They Used to Be, Jumpin' Pumpkins. Let me see what you have. Punk, A Flower Is a Lovesome Thing, Passion Flower, After All, Clementine, Rain Check, Johnny Come Lately, Chelsea Bridge.
Come on, let's get our stuff.
What's this?
It's nothing, really.
Really? We can't afford to be throwing away songs.
It's too much like Fletcher Henderson.
Come on. We gotta go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. You are about to witness the premiere of a brand new music from the Duke Ellington Orchestra.
Hey, Strays.
What?
I gave Pops that song you threw away.
You did what?
You heard me. He's getting ready to play it.
I have to stop him. Excuse me.
We here at Casa Mañana are proud to present the Duke Ellington Orchestra.
Too late.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, and written by Barry Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Morgan Duncan as Duke Ellington, Tony Genther as Hal Cooper, Mary Miller as Lillian Strayhorn, Carl Ackers II as James Strayhorn and the conductor, Barry Moten as Andre Moore, Moses Princian as Chance Kennedy, Jason Little as Mercer Ellington, Margaret Thomas as Dallas Moore, Anthony Powell as the waiter. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
We have a gig at Casa Mañana in 6 days and can't perform any of my music. I need you to
replace your library with an entirely new one.
So, Andre, are you going to try out? The Strayhorn competition. Deadline in 3 days.
3 days?
Oh, I got you a little gift. It's Strayhorn's biography.
Hey, Strays. I gave Pops that song you threw away. He's getting ready to play it.
I have to stop him. Excuse me.
a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
You must take the A train to go to Sugar Hill way up in Harlem. If you miss the A train, baby, you're gonna find you missed the quickest way to Harlem. Hurry, get on, now it's coming. Listen to those rails humming. All aboard, get on the A train. Soon you will be on Sugar Hill in Harlem.
I don't know what to say.
I wouldn't have given it to Pops if I didn't think it was good, Strays.
Strays, you are with me forever. And that is how Take the A Train became the theme song for the Duke Ellington Orchestra.
Fascinating. For those of you that are just tuning in, I am sitting with the very wonderful Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. It's funny. I've always assumed that you had written A Train, Duke.
No, that was all Strayhorn. I merely have the tremendous responsibility of bowing after the tune.
Yes, indeed.
Present day.
Late as usual.
I know. I'm sorry, Vivian. It's only 6 minutes today. An old friend is in town.
Oh, okay. I see you pulling stunts today. And don't be sorry, Black King. We've been sorry for 400
years. You right,
years.
sis?
I know I am. You're lucky my patients were pretty chill today. Oh, Mr. Randolph left you a little present in 302.
Did he shit his pants? Damn! Why didn't he use the button?
The same reason he doesn't want to wear a diaper. Denial is a hell of a drug.
Hey, yo, sweet thing. You got that stuff?
What stuff?
You know what I'm talking about. That denial.
Yeah, boy, you know I got that shit.
Yo, give me a dub of that denial over there.
You a mess. Oh, I almost forgot. You have a new admit, Mr. Charles Matthews.
What's the T?
The T is, I heard he's been transferred a couple of times, though nobody will tell us why. He doesn't speak. I think he's half deaf. Charles! Mr. Charles! See, told you.
Well, I guess it beats Shitty Man in 302.
Mr. Charles, this is Andre. He is going to be your aide. He's going to take you back to your room. And don't forget about Mr. Randolph.
I can smell him down the hall. Fuck.
And we're back with Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. This is Hal Cooper. Duke, as you know, I am a huge fan of yours.
Why, thank you, Mr. Cooper.
It may be hard to believe, but my mother is even a bigger fan. She has been following your career since the Duke Serenaders in 1918.
Are you giving away my age?
Of course not. You were a mere toddler, but would you mind signing this program for my mother?
Of course.
This is a program from your New Year's Eve performance at the Symphony Hall in Boston in 1947.
Yes. Strays, were you in attendance? I can't remember.
Let's see, 1947, was it?
Yes, New Year's Eve.
He's the one with the memory.
1947. No, I wasn't in attendance. I was throwing the New Year's Bon Voyage party for a friend.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. which nobody can deny. Now in French, cara c'est un bon camarade, cara c'est un bon camarade, cara c'est un bon camarade.
Which nobody can deny.
Don't nobody know those words but you and Aaron. You two are always showing off.
Showing off?
Us? We would never.
Je crois qu'il y a quelqu'un à la porte.
Oui. Qui c'est là pour chili bignette?
English, please.
I'll get it. Coming. Well, I do declare, Stella for a star.
Am I too late? I brought truffles.
You couldn't be late even if you tried, baby doll. Come in. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lena Calhoun Horn in the flesh.
Lena!
I'll make you a drink. Anything in particular?
Surprise me.
I'm glad you can make it, Lena.
Who is that over there? Is that Luther Henderson, composer extraordinaire?
You are too kind.
And of course, Mercer. And our soon-to-be French expatriate, Aaron Bridgers.
I thought your flight was coming in tomorrow.
And Miss giving you a proper send-off? I don't think so. I caught an earlier flight.
I'm touched. Truly.
How is Sweet Pea taking all of this? Is he all right?
He's a wreck.
I know he is.
He thinks he can hide it from me, but I can feel it. I can feel it in his laugh. I can feel it in the drags of his cigarette. I feel terrible.
Don't you dare. I'm proud of you, Aaron, for taking this leap. It's not going to be easy, but you gotta live. Life ain't no dress rehearsal. He'll be all right.
Will he?
A pina colada for you, my dear? I've been absolutely obsessed with rum lately, so you'll just have to indulge.
It's quite all right, Sweet Pea.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your glasses.
Billy, it's 11:50. We still have 10 minutes.
I want to make a toast now to the new year, to 1948, to life.
Hear, hear.
And to the love of my life, Aaron Bridgers. Tomorrow, he will sail across the Atlantic Ocean to Paris, the city of lights. May you follow your dreams and your heart.
Now, when you gonna go bouncing over there, Billy?
I don't know. I'll probably spend April in Paris.
I heard that chestnuts in blossom.
Holiday tables.
Under the trees.
Why don't you play one of your tunes?
Oh, God, Lena.
Yes, play one.
I don't know. Which one should I even play?
The one you play at every party.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Play something, Buddha. Play what's on your heart.
All right.
I have almost everything a human could desire. Cars and houses, bearskin rugs to lie before my fire. But there's something missing, something isn't there. It seems I'm never kissing the one whom I care for. I want something to live for.
Can I get a little help?
Sure thing. Someone to make my life an adventurous dream. Oh, what wouldn't I give for someone who'd take my life and make it seem as they say it ought to be. Why can't I have love like that brought to me?
That was beautiful, Buddha.
I see empty glasses, and that will not do. Time for champagne. Pardon.
I'll get that. Hello?
It's him, isn't it?
Who else? He's in the kitchen. I'll get him.
I knew it. Let me talk to him real quick. Pop! Couldn't even wait until the ball dropped.
Buddha, you know who is on the phone.
Have you seen the corkscrew? I cannot seem to find this damn
It's
corkscrew.
champagne. You don't need a corkscrew.
Oh, you're right. I don't even need a corkscrew.
Buddha, what's that in your hand?
What's what?
That envelope.
Oh, this?
You're hiding something. Let me see. Billy, this is another ticket to Paris. Are you...
I don't know. I thought about it.
Thought about? It's what we've always wanted. What we've dreamed of.
You know I can't just leave.
Why not? It's been almost 10 years.
Keep your voice down. We talked about this before. It would devastate him. He doesn't want me to just get up and leave.
What about what you want? I have nothing but respect for that man. But when is Billy Strayhorn going to do what he wants to do?
Strays, would you hurry up? Patience is not one of his salient characteristics.
Give me the bottle. Give me the glasses. I'll be in the living room.
Strays, you coming?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
I'm here, dude. Tomorrow morning. Oh, yes. Of course.
He forgot and never brought to mind. Should all acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne.
1926, the Strayhorns' new home.
Well, this is it.
It doesn't look that bad.
Somehow, it looks smaller now that we've bought the house.
Well, that's because I haven't worked my magic. Junior, go outside and start bringing in these boxes because I plan to rest my head on my own bed tonight. And Bill, you're right behind him. Georgia, take Theodore and get him settled. Get that bottle out my bag and take John with you so he can burn off some of that energy. The kitchen is big, James. It's better than Sadie Mae's down the street. Her husband been promising her her own kitchen for the past 7 years, and they're still living in that cold water flat, running to the privy in their night clothes. We're going to make this work.
I'm tired of just making things work.
It's not the house that makes the home. It's the people. Besides, when you start working at that steel mill, big, strong man like you, you'll move up in no time.
Big, strong man, huh?
Yes, sir.
And then we'll get a bigger place.
That's right. And then we'll get a bigger place. Now, come. Let's get to work.
Present day.
All right, Mr. Charles, I brought something for you. One of the residents, your new neighbor, had a birthday party in assisted living, and I brought cake. Oh, so you not gonna eat it? Well, I guess I'll have to eat it myself. Ooh, between me and you, red velvet makes my knees buckle. Oh, a smile. I gotcha, didn't I? All right, I'll leave you alone. If you need anything, I'll be sitting in that corner right over there. I promised my friend I would read his book. It's about Billy Strayhorn. All right, let's see. From the first, he was nameless.
Hi, what's your name?
Andre, what's yours?
Life is lonely again. Why do you hold? But only last year, everything seemed so sure.
What's your name? Come on, don't be shy.
That is my name. Shh. You have to be really quiet to hear it. I'll say it again. It's
now life is awful again. A trifle apart could only be a bore.
What a beautiful name. Where am I?
You don't know? You're at my favorite cafe in Paris, Les Sables. Come on, sit down.
A week in Paris, where is the bite of it?
I told you your sandwich is on the way. It's coming. Damn. Try me today. Bonjour, Monsieur Andre. Will it be le usual?
The usual? I've never been here.
How do you say it? Got jokes?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Jacques! Wake the fuck up! Le noble savage works like a chalk. Oui, oui. Andre wants the soup of the day.
What's the soup of the day?
The same soup we have every day. Sand. Your favorite. Relax. Say a while. Eat.
I don't want to. Hey, it's time to go. I can't move. Oh no.
You're not going anywhere. You'll be stuck at the nursing home forever.
No! Oh my God. Come on, Chance. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
Andre, it's late as...
What are the requirements of the competition again?
All right, let's go through the checklist. Suitcases, check. Travel pillow, check. The cab will be here any second. I am so excited. Can you believe it? Patty. I've been studying the map every night.
Trust me, I know.
Of course, we have to do all the touristy stuff. Get that out of the way. Go see the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre.
Yes, exactly.
The Champs-Élysées. And the food. Le cassoulet. beef bourguignon that melts in your mouth, and quiche. Buddha, real authentic quiche. Buddha?
I'm listening.
This is the part where you talk about visiting iconic fashion houses. This is the part where you say Chanel isn't finished.
She isn't finished.
So I take it you've decided not to go.
I think it would be best if
You think it would be best?
Yes, I think it would be best if I let you go and get established, and maybe I'll go in a couple of months, or
Let
if I
me
can just
go get established. Are you listening to yourself?
I don't want to argue, Aaron. I just want us to enjoy the last few minutes before this cab arrives. It's better this way.
Better for who?
Come on now.
Go ahead and say it. I want you to look me in the eyes and say it. That's the cab. Are you coming? You know, sometimes I can't tell where you end and where he begins.
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, stage managed by Anthony Powell, and written by Barry Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Morgan Duncan as Duke Ellington, Margaret Thomas as the jazz singer, Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Jason Little as Mercer Ellington, Tony Ginther as Hal Cooper, Sharena Turnage as Vivian Dupree and waitress, Barry Moten as Andre Moore, Anthony Powell as Luther Henderson, Edwin Brown III as Aaron Bridgers, Selena Bot-Goins as Lena Horne, Carl Ackers II as James Strayhorn, Mary Miller as Lillian Strayhorn. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
Strays, you are with me forever.
You have a new admit, Mr. Charles Matthews. He doesn't speak.
What are the requirements of the competition again?
We're going to make this work.
I'm tired of just making things work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lena Calhoun Horn in the flesh.
When is Billy Strayhorn going to do what he wants to do? Sometimes I can't tell where you end and where he begins.
Don't you think it terribly gauche to telephone a lady this early in the morning?
Chivalry must be doing a life sentence.
Emily Post would have a field day.
Oh, the beguine has truly begun. How did you know it was me calling?
Because I know you. Did you see how I used one of your words, Sweet Pea? Gauche.
I did, Lena.
You didn't say anything.
You had fun last night?
I had a ball. Has Aaron left yet?
Of course he has. I have an incredibly absurd idea that must be investigated. It involves drinks. Many, many drinks. Are you game?
What's the idea?
Well, I went out and bought a copy of Mr. Boston's official guide to bartending.
Oh, really?
Yes, and upon close perusal of said book, it suddenly dawned on me that we must try every recipe.
What?
Every cocktail in the book, from A to Z.
We can't do that.
Oh, I think we can.
The beginning has truly begun, hasn't it?
Yes, and she doesn't want to dance solo tonight.
Sweet pea, you are crazy. What time?
5 p.m. sharp.
I can't believe we're doing this.
See you then, doll.
Present day.
Hold still, Mr. Charles. I'm almost finished on this side. I guess I'm a bit distracted. I agreed to do this competition with a friend of mine yesterday, and I have to come up with an original tune. We record tomorrow, and I don't know what I'm going to sing. I haven't written a song in forever. I can't figure out that section.
Oh, you okay?
See, why are you trying to be petty? I'm working on a new song. I guess I'm a little bit rusty.
You sing?
I do, yes.
Okay, sing something.
I hate when people ask me to sing like that.
What kind of music you sing?
Jazz.
Oh, I love jazz. Jill Scott, Erykah Badu.
They're not jazz singers.
Bitch, wait.
You heard me. I love them both, but they're not jazz singers.
Oh, you are such a hater. All right. Who should I listen to then?
Here, get out your pen and write these names down, sis. Miss Ella Fitzgerald. Oh, the divine one, Miss Sarah Vaughan.
Sarah Vaughan.
And Joe Williams to start.
All right. What about you?
What about me?
You heard me. Where's your shit?
I've been working on things.
Okay, bars. I'll be waiting for you to drop that mixtape.
Don't call it a mixtape.
Whatever, sis. You knew what I meant.
All right. I'll let you know.
Schmanks. All right. I'm gonna head out. Bye.
Bye. Okay, where was I? Oh, that's right. What do you think of this, Mr. Charles?
I'll bet if you add a sus chord to that section, it'll solve your dilemma.
Oh, shit. I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. Charles, you spoke.
Of course. I just speak when I want. One of the pros and cons of getting old is that you become invisible.
I feel like I should tell someone.
No, please don't. It's the only bit of enjoyment I get in this hellhole. You won't believe some of the stuff I hear. Oh, don't look so forlorn, Mr. Andre. I was a musician in a past life. Live in the world of music and you'll see just about anything. Oh, and by the way, how could you mention Ella and Sarah without mentioning Miss Nancy Wilson?
Touche.
Now, you don't have much time. You're recording tomorrow, so let's work on that tune of yours.
1930, the Strayhorn home, night.
Hey, Lil.
James?
Are they asleep?
Of course.
I was at Harry's. We had a couple drinks after work.
A couple?
Yes, a couple.
It's after midnight, James.
Look, Lil, I'm tired.
You got paid today?
I did.
This is half the rent.
We'll have to work something out.
how? We're already 2 months behind. What am I supposed to do with this?
Now, I told you we'll work something out. What do you want me to say?
James, the drinking has to stop.
Oh, here you go again. At least I brought you something. Damn. Can't I get credit for that?
What about our children? Are you even thinking about them and what they want? Do you even have
I'm dying here, Lil. Can't you see that? I've been working the same fucking job at the mill for years, and it's doing something to my soul.
James.
Don't touch me, Lil. I swear
You'll do what? You said you wouldn't do that again.
Mama, is everything okay?
Yes, Bill. Mommy and Daddy are just having a little conversation. Go back to bed now.
Bill, if you don't take your ass back up those steps.
Yes, sir.
James, he's just a child.
I know. We'll figure something out, Lil.
We'll figure something out.
Okay, can we try it again? I'm trying to go for that real open space vibe for the middle section. Oh, and I know I've said this like a million times, but thank you so much for doing this last minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Love you, do do love you, do da 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 do da 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 do da do da deo. Love you, do da love you, do da 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 do da 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 deo. La da do ba da do ba dio. All my life I felt like the world was a distant cloud, breathing air but not really ever tasting the sun-dipped sky, the moon-kissed stars, so far away was I. Now it seems the whole world is something brand new. Seeing worlds of stratospheric blue, in darkness I have found my light, my cage unlocked, and now I must prepare to fly. Love you, do-do-da-da, love you, love you, love
And then he turns to me and says, well, one of the reasons white people never had any rhythm is because they'd never been beat. Here, try this drink.
Oh, tell the truth over here. He ain't lying. I am sick and tired of dealing with these crackers. I could just scream. Wouldn't do much good. They're everywhere. They got me stuck in this white neighborhood. All these crackers staring at me and my baby. It's silly. They think I'm one of them Latin types. Gail looks oriental. They don't know what to think. Looking at us like we're crazy. Y'all are crazy. This is good, Sweet Pea.
That one was called Alabazam. What an odd name for a drink, don't you think?
Sweet Pea, we're still on the A's? How the hell we gonna get all the way to Z in this man's book?
The weekend is young, baby doll. How's Louis?
Fuck him.
Oh, all right.
I signed a contract with Mr. Louis B. Mayer 5 years ago, and he won't let me work. Mad because I won't play them whore and mammy roles they keep sending me. Cracker. I tell you, these white men are something else. I can't believe I'm married to one.
Lenny's different.
Lenny is different. I only married him because I couldn't marry you.
Oh, the world wouldn't be able to handle all of that fabulosity in one relationship.
No, they couldn't. You know, he stopped speaking to me.
Who?
My father. Ever since I told him about Lenny. Said he was disgusted.
He'll come around, baby doll.
My father is a very independent, ambitious man. He's blunt and cynical, talks very tough. He's been in and out of my life several times, same for my mother. I don't think those two should have ever been together. I guess Langston put it best. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. What is this folder over here?
Oh, it's just a show I've worked on.
It says Words and Music by Billy Strayhorn. Strayhorn with an E. You wrote this whole thing, didn't you?
I only wanted it to be a success.
It's dated 1935. That's before you met Duke.
It was.
Sweet Pea, you were only 20 years old. Oh my God, this is when you wrote My Little Brown Book. How did that go again?
My little brown book with the silver binding, how it keeps reminding me of a memory that's haunting me in some quiet nook. I go through its pages and peruse this ageless tale of a love that's failed to ever become true. On this page is the date of that fateful night at 8, when I found you were no longer in love. After that there's nothing more, just a dark and futile door that shuts out the stars above. In my little book, I inscribed your heart vow. But since we're apart now, this and that last sweet kiss is all that's left of you, is all that's left of you.
Absolutely brilliant. Duke recorded this.
He did, yes.
And I bet most people think he wrote it too. Billy, what is your agreement with Duke?
Well, you see, things with us are not that concrete.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me there's no contract between you and Duke?
We're not like that. It's more like family.
I understand that, but do you realize how much these arrangements are possibly worth?
Let's try another drink from the list, shall we?
Billy, no. Something isn't right here. Do you know how much your arrangements are worth?
I am taken care of, Lena. Besides, it's better this way for me.
Will you at least check into it?
I will, baby doll. I promise.
Well, what should we try next? Oh, let's try a martini.
A martini you want, my dear? A martini you shall get. Let's see. Interesting.
What?
It says, there are many stories surrounding the origins of the martini, but its true origins appear to lie with its forgotten sibling, the Martinez. Known in some circles as a variation of the martini, the Martinez's origins are shrouded in a cloak of obscurity. Whilst they have been established as two very distinct and separate drinks, it is hard to determine where the martini ends or the Martinez begins.
El Martinez, muy interesante. Sweet Pea, what's the matter?
I don't know. It's nothing really.
William Thomas Strayhorn, you hiding something from me. What is it? What's wrong?
He's gone, Lena.
He's just visiting Paris. He'll be back.
Aaron's not coming back.
That's not true.
He's gone, Lena. I can feel it. Paris is everything to him, everything to us. It was always the plan. And he waited and he waited and he waited and wanted all the way until he found the truth about me.
Billy.
That I don't deserve him. That I'm broken. That there's no saving me.
Billy, stop it. It's the liquor
Paris
talking.
was never meant to be a duet. It was his song, his solo. So he left. And I'm happy for Aaron. I am. But why do I feel so sad? Why do I feel like the lyrics to an unwritten melody?
Oh, Billy, come here. I wish I knew the right thing to say to you. I wish I could tell you he is coming back, but I don't. Sweet Pea. Maybe you'll see him again. Maybe not.
What did you just say? Lena, say that again.
What? Maybe you'll see him again?
Maybe I'll see him again. Dee-dee-da-dee-da-da-da. Yeah, I think I could work and see.
You are unbelievable. You can just spit it out. Day or night, the music just lives inside of you, doesn't it?
Okay, I think I have an idea for the intro. Love is a shoestring. Sing that.
Love is a shoestring.
Do we have any of those big envelopes left?
Check the drawer in here.
I don't see it.
Check the other drawer. Hell, I don't know.
I'm about to lose it.
Is everything all right?
Today's the day I have to submit the recording for the competition. I'm going to overnight it. I have to get it in by 5.
That's 20 minutes.
I know.
Well, hurry up.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm watching one of those oldies, Imitation of Life. It's the version with Lana Turner and Juanita Moore. Mama, do you hear me? I didn't mean it, Mama. I didn't mean it.
Mom, oh, I found one. Mom, I'm borrowing your car. I'll be back.
All right. I'm not going by train. I'm going to fly, Mr. Steve. I'm in a hurry.
Mom, stop quoting that racist movie.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, my God.
Andre, close my door.
Mom.
What's the matter? Did one of those pesky neighborhood cats run in here? Oh, my God.
It's your daughter, Mama. Zara. I've come home.
Zara?
Would you help me bring my bags in, Dre?
Yeah, sure.
Zara, God has led me back to you, Mama.
I need to send this off, so I'm leaving.
Am I dreaming? No. I'm real, Mama. I'm here.
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, stage managed by Anthony Powell, and written by Barry Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Selena Bach-Goins as Lena Horn, Barry Moten as Andre Moore, Sharena Turnage as Vivian Dupree, Carl Ackers as Mr. Charles and James Strayhorn, Mary Miller as Lillian Strayhorn, Margaret Thomas as the jazz singer and Alice Moore, Olivia Neal as Zara Moore. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
Strays, you are with me forever.
You think you're so clever. Look, he may call you his right-hand man, but I'm his only son.
Duke recorded this.
He did, yes.
And I bet most people think he wrote it too.
So did Zara make her annual phone call?
Oh my God.
It's your daughter, Mama. Zara. I've come home.
Welcome back to the Jazz Express. I'm your host, Hal Cooper, and tonight's guests are Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. Can you two talk a little bit about Beggar's Holiday?
Do you want to take this one?
Sure, of course. I wrote the music for Beggar's Holiday, which was based on John Gay's The Beggar's Opera. It is a Broadway musical. John Latouche wrote the book and lyrics. A fellow by the name of... I can't remember his name right now.
Perry Watkins, the scenic designer.
Oh, yes. Perry Watkins conceived it. A wonderful person to work with.
Duke, I can't work like this.
What? I'm having difficulty hearing you. Bring me that trunk. No, not that one. The other. The other! My sincerest apologies, Mr. Watkins. The band is packing up, getting ready for...
Another show?
Yes, we are engaged to play the Civic Opera House in a couple of days.
The Civic Opera House in Chicago?
Don't pack that just yet.
Mr. Ellington, we cannot work like this. Mr. Latouche is so frustrated, he's ready to walk out. We cannot do a Broadway show without the composer present. I don't know, Duke. I don't think this is going to work.
Oh, Perry, come on now. This is no time for histrionics. I'll tell you what. I'll leave you Strayhorn.
October 1946, 2 years before Aaron leaves for Paris.
Monsieur Strayhorn?
Yes, Aaron?
It's Tuesday.
Oh.
It's Tuesday, and my eyes are closed.
Are they?
Oh, yes. My eyes are closed, and I am looking at a book of matches. And there are two pretentious persons sitting at the table with their noses out.
Oh, God.
There's a tablecloth, and on that tablecloth reads 3 little words. I just love to hear
3 little words.
those 3 little words read Cafe Society Uptown. Oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing something else. I see a woman.
Oh?
And she has a white gardenia in her hair. One arm floating next to her rib. And she's just singing her heart out. Well, I think that's Billie Holiday up there.
I can't make it tonight, Aaron. Go without me? Give the lady my regards.
Sure.
Mr. George Abbott.
The director?
Yes, he's requested 3 new songs by tomorrow.
Billy, I've been counting. Last time you were at 17. With these 3, you will be at 20 new songs for the production.
Isn't it wonderful?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you've been bitten by the theater bug.
You think so?
I know so. You've been working so hard. But it's going to open so many doors for you.
I just want it to be a success. Careful. I've been bitten by the bug. I don't want you to become infected.
Mon plaisir, mon ami. Bite.
Present day.
Andre, come and eat. Andre?
Oh, so we're sitting down for dinner now.
Well, I figured we'd try something different. I cooked dinner.
Okay.
Andre, sit down. It's nice to have the family under one roof. Zara cooked one of those African dishes.
Mom, it's roti from Suriname.
That's what I said.
No, Mom, I told you 1,000 times. Suriname is a country in South America.
Well, you knew what I meant. This is kind of good. You learned all that on that mission trip last year.
Yes, the food is fabulous. The people are beautiful. The culture is nothing like I've seen before. I wish I was there.
I bet you do.
Go ahead, Dre. Try it.
I'm good.
Come on, Dre. Don't be scared.
Yeah, it's not too bad, Andre. A little spicy.
Oh, I was a little heavy on the spices. That's how Tante Irene taught me.
Tante Irene?
Yes, Tante means auntie.
Oh.
Oh, so she's your auntie now?
No. Afro-Surinamese people value community. Everyone is like family.
Oh, like family? Oh, really?
Andre, why don't you eat before your food gets cold?
Is family something you value, Zara?
Of course. I've always valued family.
Okay.
I only wanted y'all to try something different, switch things up around here a little.
You always do.
Andre, you take that back.
You know what? I'm not really hungry right now. I need to practice anyway.
Andre, I know you're not about to leave like one of those white people in the movies.
Let him go, Mom.
Okay, hold. This is all lovely, but the orchestra is playing too loud. I can barely hear Alfred's voice. Trumpets, please take a look at the dynamic marking at measure 34. Mezzo piano. Right now, it sounds like a freight train. Clarinets and saxophones, can you bring out those glissandos? Da-do, da-do, da-do. I'm at measure 15, right after the verse. Crescendo into each one of these phrases. Da-do, da-do, da-do. The song is called Wrong Side of the Railroad Tracks. I want it to sound like a train. Oh, I didn't see the time. We've been rehearsing for quite a while. Why don't we break for lunch?
Everybody, head to lunch. Be back at one sharp.
Hey, sweet pea.
Oh, Mercer. What a pleasant surprise.
I've been sitting in the back of the theater. Figured you might need some help. So I want to introduce you to my friend Luther Henderson.
Wow, it is a pleasure to meet you. I've heard so many things about you.
I'm sure you have.
Luther and I went to Juilliard together. This cat is phenomenal.
He is over-exaggerating. My wife and I love your work. It would be an honor to work with you.
I'm sure you can use the help.
It's always nice to get a second set of ears on this thing. Actually, there's this section in the Beautiful Ballet that could really use some work.
The dominant 7 sharp 11 chord at the end of the A section?
Yes!
I love it. The saxes do need to bring out the sharp 11 more.
That's exactly what I thought. Those saxophones, I'm always trying to work with them to just bring it out really
Guys,
well. Just come out with it.
Yes,
tell us.
Yes, Mercer?
Just wanted to let y'all know I'm leaving. I'm heading out.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, so where were we? Yes, that section with the saxophones.
Yes, I want to make it clear. I do not wish to compete with you. Only share.
I know. Now let's get to work.
And she just walks in with an I'm home bullshit and we're supposed to be happy about it? No, it's so generic. I'm home, like some scene out of The Color Purple. Next we'll be playing patty cake and singing some big gospel number. Am I supposed to forget what happened? Just forgive her for walking out on us? I don't think so. I'm not going to let her off the hook just as easily as Mama has. I liked it better when she was gone. And the nerve. Has been back for more than 48 hours and she's already changing things.
Andre.
No, do it this way, not that. This is how they pray in Suriname. In Russia, they toast like this. Give me a break. It's so arrogant and so pretentious.
Andre, are you?
She's only gone to those places because she's running away from her responsibilities as usual. And who is left behind to clean up the mess as usual? Huh?
What is this all about?
And have I heard a thank you? A thank you, Andre, for staying behind and helping Mama get through the worst fucking time of her life? No. A thank you for consoling Mama when she was depressed because you didn't call like you said you would? No. Or how about a thank you for being the only child to show up to her father's funeral? I'm only putting up with this because of Mom.
Andre.
What?
Not so hard. My trousers riding so far up my behind.
I'm sorry, Mr. Charles.
Just be grateful she's back in your life. Have you heard anything from the competition?
No, not till next week.
You haven't mentioned it at all.
Yeah, well, I've been a little preoccupied.
Okay.
And so Beggar's Holiday opened at the Broadway Theater December 26, 1946. However, it closed only after 3 months. Interestingly enough, the critics praised the music. The most interesting musical since Porgy and Bess. Mr. Ellington has been dashing off songs with remarkable virtuosity. Ellington is masterly.
It was a gorgeous play. Great people in it. The party after opening night was fantastic.
Absolutely astounding, Mr. Ellington. All 3.5 hours of it. Where do you get all of those brilliant ideas?
From anywhere, everywhere. The muse is voracious. She has quite the appetite. Music is my mistress, and she plays second fiddle to no one.
20 songs, Buddha. You wrote over 20 songs for this production, and the credit in the program reads, orchestrations under the personal supervision of Billy Strayhorn.
I know, Aaron. I'm trying not to think about it right now.
I know you're feeling it too, Luther.
I'm just happy Billy and I got to work together. Our time is going to come.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Buddha, whether he gets all the praise or not, you still wrote a lot of that music. Stay a while.
Yeah, Billy, it's a party. It's a celebration.
Not for me, it isn't. Let's go.
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, stage managed by Anthony Powell, and written by Barry Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Tony Ginther as Hal Cooper, Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Morgan Duncan as Duke Ellington, Edwin Brown III as Aaron Bridgers and Perry Watkins, Mardra Thomas as Alice Moore, Olivia Neal as Zara Moore, Barry Moten as Andre Moore, Sharena Turnage as the stage manager and music critic, Anthony Powell as Luther Henderson, Jason Little as Mercer Ellington, Carl Ackers II as Mr. Charles. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
Are you telling me there's no contract between you and Duke?
When is Billy Strayhorn going to do what he wants to do?
James.
Don't touch me, Lil. I swear I'll...
You'll do what?
But how about a thank you for being the only child to show up to her father's funeral?
You wrote over 20 songs for this production, and the credit in the program reads, orchestrations under the personal supervision of Billy Strayhorn.
It's a celebration. Not for me, it isn't.
And we're back. For those of you that are just tuning in, I am sitting with the great Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. We have come to one of the moments everybody has been waiting for. How did you two meet?
Stanley Theater, Pittsburgh, 1938.
I'm such a big fan of yours, Mr. Ellington.
Sit down at the piano and let me see what you can do.
Mr. Ellington, this is the way you played the number in this show.
Very nice, young man. Now, I must...
Now, this is the way I would play it.
Well, will you look at that? I'm mad about what you're doing. Why, young man, I'm going to bring you to New York.
Really?
Yes. I would like to have you in my organization. I don't have a position for you, but you'll do whatever you feel like doing.
Whatever I feel like doing?
Of course. Here, take down my address. 409 Edgecombe Avenue in Harlem. What's the matter?
It's just that no one has ever done anything like this for me.
Well, get used to it.
Mama? Mama?
Did you meet him?
I did!
Oh, What did he say?
He liked it. He gave me the address to his apartment. He wants to inject me into his organization.
Oh my God, Bill, it's happening.
It's finally happening.
Just think about it. New York City.
I could finally move you out of this rundown 2-bedroom rat trap. Ain't room enough to whoop a cat.
I like the sound of that. I can see us now sitting on a porch looking like Ned and the Primer.
And think of the fashion, Mama. I could see you sporting one of those furs like them high-class gals stepping out of Von Whit Teller.
Ooh, Bill, there's no need for all that.
Mama, why is there a bruise on your cheek? A fresh one.
Bill, don't stop.
He did this to you. Where is he?
He left. He needed to cool down. Come on now. Don't let him ruin your big moment.
I hate him. I hate him for what he's done to you.
Bill, that's your father. You don't say that.
I will never forget that night, Mama. I can't go to New York. I can't leave you here.
Oh, you will go. You have to. And it will be everything we dreamed of. Otherwise, everything I've gone through, everything we've gone through will be in vain. I just need you to promise me one thing, Bill. I need you to promise me that you will be nothing like your father. He has a drinking problem.
He's a drunk.
Just promise me you won't let this world chew you up and spit you out like it has done to him. You've got to live your life, Bill. Promise me that, won't you?
Mama, I can't promise.
Promise me. Please, Bill.
I promise.
And so you moved to the big city of New York. Where did you stay, Billy?
Well, Duke paid for a room down at the Y, but I didn't stay long.
He didn't even lay his head one night at the Y. He spent most of his time with me, my sister Ruth, and Mercer.
That's not true. Okay, maybe it is a little true.
It's true. So eventually, I said, why am I paying all this rent if you're not going to sleep there? Pack your bags, you're moving in with us. And so he did. He became family. It's been that way for the past 20 years.
Don't worry, I've since gotten my own place.
That's wonderful. If you two don't mind, I'd like to shift the conversation.
Sure.
Could you tell us about your collaborative process?
Collaborative process?
What is there to say?
The sounds are so similar. I can't tell where Duke ends and you begin, Billy.
Huh.
What are you asking, Hal?
Have you two ever had to work at achieving the uniform sound?
He never disturbs me.
I much prefer to enjoy the element of surprise. There's nothing like taking a Billy Strayhorn orchestration and turning it all around, you know? That is to say, his arrangements might sound too good, but you don't want Strayhorn to sound too good too young.
You asked about collaboration? This is the real story.
Sometimes, you know, I get an idea, or somebody gives me an idea, or we have a job to do, you know. It has to be done. And sometimes I may need a little help, you know. He never needs any help. So I'll call him from wherever I am, if I'm in another city, and say, now, this is going to be in 4 parts or something like that. And I think you'd enjoy doing, say, for instance, the second movement, or the third movement, or the first, second, third, and fourth movements, and I will just do the 5th.
Yeah, you just did the 5th, and I did the first 4.
Have you ever stepped out on your own, Billy?
Well, of course he has.
Why don't we change the subject, Hal?
Billy! What a pleasant surprise.
Excuse me, I'd like a ticket to Bountiful, please.
Here we go again. Where?
The Bountiful. It's between Harrison and Cotton.
I can't remember the next line.
I've waited a long time just to get to Bountiful. 20 years I've been walking the streets.
And how many times is it now?
Oh, doesn't matter. Horton Foot, Lillian Gish, enough said. Anyway, it got me to thinking.
Upon my 26th viewing of this miraculous play, I began to ask myself questions.
Okay.
Where are the projects I'd like to create? Where is my
ticket to Bountiful?
Precisely. Luther, why not go into business together?
The two of us?
Yes. Why not? We could do it between the two of us. We have all the know-how to do it. I mean, look at our connections. We could even develop new artists, nightclub acts, create new works, records.
I don't know, Billy.
We've been talking about working on something together for a long time. Maybe this is it, Luther.
But what about Duke?
What about him? 20 songs and virtually no credit. Beggar's Holiday, remember?
Of course I do. But he's the one with the name. Maybe if we just spend a couple years playing.
I don't want to languish in the land of shoulda, coulda, woulda anymore. You hear me? It's time to do what I want to do for a change. And I would luxuriate in the lovely, lovesome land of Uliaku.
Of what?
You heard me, the land of Uliaku. What if we created a bebop musical?
I'm listening.
It could take place in the land of Uliaku, where everybody is cool and hip.
Yeah, where they say things like ooh bop shabam,
a clue come up. Yeah, exactly. It's essentially a commentary on existentialism. What is reality? What is perception?
And what's the difference?
Yes, and we could call it rose-colored glasses.
Ooh, yeah. We could revolutionize theater.
We do this and we could bring 300,000, maybe up to 500,000 a year. What do we have to lose?
All right. So say we do this. You know what the first thing we need to do?
Tell Duke.
Present day.
Mom, who put the trash cans in the wrong? Oh.
Hey, Andre.
Sarah.
I put them there. I'm sorry.
It's the neighbor's spot.
Oh, I'll move them when I go out.
I already did. Where's Mom?
Upstairs, sleep. You're home early.
I wasn't at work.
Oh, where were you?
Out. Damn, are you the Gestapo?
I was just asking, Dre. You know, when I was in Cape Town last summer on that mission trip, they...
Oh, that sounds great. The perfect getaway vacation spot.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Is there something the matter, Dre? I've been sensing this intense energy from you.
My, you are very perceptive. I'm going upstairs.
It wasn't my fault you decided to stay.
What?
It wasn't my fault you decided to stay after Dad died. Answer your phone.
It's Chance. He can wait. Are you fucking shitting me? Who else was supposed to take care of the family? It sure as hell wasn't going to be you.
Oh, please. This isn't about Mom. She has enough money to sustain herself. No, this is about you. You needing to feel like some big martyr because you're too scared to deal with your own issues.
Oh, you don't get to say that to me. You weren't there.
Yeah, well, neither were you. Not really.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You've been walking around here like a zombie for years. Cold, lifeless, detached from everything.
Oh, that's not true. At least I didn't abandon my family when they needed me most. Walked away from my duty. I stood my ground, planted my feet firmly at the base of this tree and grabbed hold. My soul buried, but my heart I give. I stayed for Mama. I stayed for you. It's what Dad would have wanted.
That's a lie, Dre.
How would you know?
Because I spoke to him.
What?
I spoke to him right before he had the stroke. He drove me to the airport, and when we got there, I told him I was worried because I knew he was sick. I told him I didn't want to leave. And he held my hand and he told me, no, baby girl, you have to go and you have to live your life because I would be worse off if you didn't. And he told me how proud he was and that I needed to see the world. So that's what I'm doing, Dre. That's what we gotta do.
But what about Mama? We just can't leave her.
What in the world is going on here?
Mom. It's Chance again.
Answer your damn phone.
Chance, now is not a good time.
Sis, check your email. I made it in. I'm a finalist in the Strayhorn competition. They just sent it. Check your phone.
Oh, let me put you on speaker. Oh, yes, I got an email from them. We regret to inform you that you have not been selected for this year's Strayhorn competition.
Luther, I talked to Duke.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
He said everything's fine.
That's great. I can't believe it.
I think this calls for a drink.
Yeah, but Billy, it is 10 in the morning. All the bars are closed.
Do you have anything here?
No.
I'll go out and get some.
You sure? You don't want me to go with you?
Of course. I'll be right back. You get dressed. I think after drinks, we should get breakfast.
It's a plan. Hello?
Luther, it's Duke. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Couldn't be better. And yourself?
Great, Luther. Billy was telling me all about your plan. I think it sounds great. It's brilliant. You're brilliant.
Thank you, Mr. Ellington. I appreciate it, but it was both of our ideas.
Marvelous. But there's one thing I think I should tell you. I've worked with Strays for a long time, so I know what he can do. Boy, when the music paper sees you coming, it jumps for joy. I would seriously consider doing it alone. No one knows who you are yet. Do you want to run the risk of dimming your star before it has a chance to shine? Strays can't do what you do. You don't need him.
I have to go. I'll talk to you later.
You're not dressed.
I know. I've just been sitting here thinking.
More ideas. When the muse hits.
Yes, the muse.
Who was that on the phone?
My mother. Look, can we take a rain check on this celebration? I have some work I need to finish.
Sure, I have some business to tend to as well. Personal business.
Copyright Office, how may I help you?
Yes, I'd like to pull all the copyright records under Tempo Music.
Tempo Music. That's Duke Ellington's music, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Duke Ellington.
This is a little rhythmic device we used to put under this finger-snapping bit, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope you brought lunch.
Why?
And you are all invited to join the finger-snapping crazy. Nobody snaps their finger on the beat. It's considered aggressive. Don't push it. Just let it fall. And if you'd like to be conservatively hip, then at the same time tilt the left earlobe. Establish a state of nonchalance.
Most of your compositions are credited under your name, but not copyrighted under your name.
And if you'd like to be respectably cool, then tilt the left earlobe on the beat and snap the finger on the afterbeat.
Your compositions are copyrighted under a different name, and that person collects the royalties from those compositions.
Then you really don't care.
And whose name collects the royalties?
And so by routining one's finger snapping and choreographing one's earlobe tilting, one discovers that one can become as cool as one wishes to be.
Duke Ellington.
Pop, I got some great news.
Hang on, Mercer. Morning, Strays. You're up early.
Early bird catches the worm, right?
I'm glad the both of you are here. I have some great news. Cootie Williams asked me to be his road manager.
The early bird indeed.
Pop, did you hear what I just said?
What? Oh, that's nice, son.
Would you leave us two alone for a minute, Mercer?
Don't I always?
Have a seat.
I'd rather stand.
Okay. I've decided to switch over to Capitol Records. What's all this?
I went over to the Copyright Office.
You did? Good for you.
How could you?
I'm sorry?
You know what I'm talking about, Edward.
Come on now, Billy.
Come on now, what?
This is how it should be.
How what should be?
If a suite has 4 parts, you should write 3 and I write 1.
Why?
Because I bear the brunt of the burden if it falls apart. I bow better than you.
All these years.
All these years you've wanted for nothing. You have 10 shares of stock in Tempo Music.
It's not about the money.
I pay for everything. Your rent, your clothes, your booze, your trips to Paris.
It's not about the money.
Every expense bought and paid for by Tempo Music.
It's not about the money,
Then
Edward.
what is it? Tell me. What else do you want?
Credit.
Credit? Is that what you want? Do you know what you're asking? The constant scrutiny, attention. You want them to rip your life apart searching for shit? Is that what you want?
Yeah, well, at least I'd have my freedom. I'd have my...
Credit can take a ride down the fucking river of Styx for all I care. I protect. I provide. And I do it out of love.
Did you say something to Luther?
Yes, I talked to Luther. And I would do it again if it meant protecting you. You have no idea what I've had to give up. What I've had to sacrifice. And you come to me with this.
I'll save the violins for your next composition written by me.
When I worked for Irving Mills, do you think I was getting credit?
Here we go with
50%. That's the percent of royalties Irving collected from my work. Mood Indigo slapped some lyrics on it and called it his own.
So you do the same thing to me? I would have been better off over there.
You were a poor little Pittsburgh soda jerker playing in dives when we met. You think your life would have been better had you stayed?
And there he is. Let him out. I'm not scared.
This is not us. We're angry and saying things we don't mean.
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
I need to get away. From here. Away from you.
Strays. Is this how our song ends? Or is this just an interlude? I was only trying to protect you.
Yeah. Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack and Trotter presents Lena Horne.
Maybe I'll see him again. Maybe the moon will be that big and bright again. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he'll be there again. Maybe the tune will be that sweet and light again. Maybe, maybe not. The fire could get that hot with me on the spot once more. Like a hand over beer, the time could get that right, and I just might feel like I did. Maybe I'll touch him again. My foolish heart might say we should clutch, but then that's just maybe. Maybe is a long, long time.
Hi, I'd like to purchase a ticket.
Where to, sir?
Paris, France.
Will that be round trip?
No.
If a phone rings, I might answer. I might go if it knocks on my door. But my heart is such a dancer, I can never really be sure. Maybe he'll catch me again. My silly heart might say,
Aaron, I just couldn't take it anymore.
Let's go in. I'll take your bags.
that's just maybe. Maybe it's a long, long time.
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley Music directed by Reggie Thomas. Stage managed by Anthony Powell. Written by Barry Moten and Penny Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance. Tony Ginther as Hal Cooper. Morgan Duncan as Duke Ellington. Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn. Mary Miller as Lillian Strayhorn. Anthony Powell as Luther Henderson and announcer. Barry Moten as Andre Moore. Olivia Neal as Zara Moore. Margaret Thomas as Alice Moore. Moses Princien as Chance Kennedy and ticket agent. Sharena Turnage as copyright officer. Jason Little as Mercer Ellington. Selena Bott Goins as Lena Horne. Edwin Brown III as Aaron Bridgers. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
Your compositions are copyrighted under a different name, and that person collects the royalties from those compositions.
And whose name collects the royalties?
Duke Ellington.
It's not about the money.
Then what is it? What else do you want?
Credit. I need to get away from you. Hi, I'd like to purchase a ticket.
Where to, sir?
Paris, France. Aaron, I just couldn't take it anymore.
Let's go in. I'll take your bags.
Réveillez-vous.
It's morning already?
But of course. I made breakfast.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the kitchen?
No, I brought it to you, monsieur.
Oh, breakfast in bed. I think he's a keeper.
Here you are.
Buddha.
What?
This is not breakfast. This is a martini.
Breakfast of champions.
I don't think that's how the phrase was intended.
Actually, it's a Martinez. They're making a comeback.
Hopefully my liver can make a comeback after last night. You have fun?
I did.
You haven't been in Paris for more than a week, and everybody treats you like royalty.
Yeah.
You're the star here.
Old hat by next week, just you wait.
Well, now that the weight of the world is off your shoulders, I don't intend to wait any longer. They love you here. I love you here. Stay. Move out of that place in New York. Start a life out here.
Wouldn't that be something?
It would be like old times. Do you remember when we first met? Sitting on that park bench outside of Duke's apartment? We were so young.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
Hardly. It's such a beautiful autumn afternoon, I couldn't resist.
Likewise. I can resist everything except temptation.
I guess I just had to be in the life.
Precisely. It's my favorite time of year. So colorful.
If colors could be heard, he could paint most wondrous tunes. Symphonious.
Think. The dulcet, clear tone of a blue like night.
You know about Bruce Nugent?
I know a lot about him.
I'm Billy, by the way.
Aaron.
Aaron in Autumn. Sounds like the title to a song.
Slightly banal, but it might play.
Let's see. The melody would have to be civil, yet fervent. Sophisticated, yet genuine.
Careful, yet acquiescent.
Splendid. So, tell me, where does Aaron in Autumn live?
I live down the street. Just moved here from North Carolina. You?
Pittsburgh. How have you been enjoying the city, Aaron in Autumn?
Okay, enough with the Aaron and Autumn.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'm having a wonderful time. C'est magnifique.
Oh, parlez-vous français?
Oui. C'est un bel long.
Oui, je suis d'accord. What are you reading?
It's actually a music score. Gaspard de la Nuit, composed by...
Joseph Marcel Ravel. What you know about Gaspard de la Nuit?
What you know about Gaspard de la Nuit?
What's the hardest movement?
Third movement. I still can't figure out the fingering on page 18.
It's like he has 4 hands.
I've been staring at the page for weeks.
I know, it's hard. Maybe we could figure it out together. The fingering, 2 heads.
I'd love that.
Oh, did you hear? The Museum of Modern Art is doing a retrospective of Picasso's work.
I've been dying to see it.
Would you like to go?
Now?
Or some other time?
We'll have to hurry. They close at 5:30 on Saturdays.
But we mustn't tarry. Shall we go?
Let's.
Morning, Mama.
Morning.
You headed off to work?
You know it.
Mom, I'm sorry. I
took out the chicken so it could thaw.
Mom, please.
I put the lentils in the crock pot, so check on them before you go to sleep.
Mom, I'm sorry.
How could you say those things?
I didn't mean it, Mama.
Oh, yes, you did. You just didn't want me to hear it.
I didn't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? It hurt more to know you were walking around with those feelings, to know you were carrying that weight on your shoulders. Why didn't you ever talk to me about it? Don't you trust me? We talk about everything.
I mean, come on, Mom. We talk about all the little things, not the big ones. And besides, I'm probably more accommodating than you.
So what's the repercussion? Just stuff your feelings and suffer in silence?
Oh, you didn't know? It's chapter 1 in the Black Middle Class Handbook. I think it's called Repress to Impress.
Andre, how can you joke at a time like this?
It's my coping mechanism. You learned that in chapter 2.
All this time, I thought you stayed because you needed me. I'm the mother. I'm supposed to take care of you, not the other way around. I should have noticed. I feel like a terrible mother. Things were so much easier when you were little. You used to come to me for everything, and I knew how to fix it.
I don't need you to fix anything. I just want you to be happy. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you still love him?
Did I love who? Why are you asking me that?
Did you still love Dad?
Of course I still loved him.
I sat and watched you suffer in silence all those years. You gave up singing to spend more time with us. Did your love ever turn into regret?
Love after 25 years doesn't mean the same thing as it did when we met, Andre. Of course I loved him, but I loved it turned into something else. What I'm trying to tell you is that I had already prepared myself. I had said my goodbyes. That's a part of love. Was I sad? Yes. Did I need someone to take care of me? Maybe for a little while. But I don't need you to take care of me, son.
Mom, I'm not saying that you need me to take care of you.
No, I need you to live your life. Rewrite that chapter in the handbook. Hell, I think it's time for the both of us to start living again.
Buddha. Oh, there you are.
Perfect timing. There's this cocktail I've been dying to try. It's all the rage along the West Coast, called the Zombie. Ooh. Both Jamaican and Puerto Rican rum. It's supposed to make you feel like the living dead.
Is that a good thing?
Not entirely sure, but I'm willing to find out. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. A letter came in the mail for you.
Oh, yeah? It's from my mother.
Dearest Bill, I hope Paris is treating you as well as you've been treating me. A mink from Paris? Oh, I couldn't believe my eyes when I opened the package addressed to me. Come Sunday morning, Sadie Mae's gonna lose her religion when she casts even one eye on me and this fine fur straight from Paris. I see the rain is slackening, which brings me to the state of your father's health. You know, your father and his habits. He is not well, Bill. I heard the doctor tell him he needs to put distance between him and that bottle. It's like the man set out to destroy himself. I think it might be best if you come home. Love, Mama.
Well, that was some news.
Yes, I'm glad she got a mink.
Don't do this right now. It's beneath you.
I was worried he got lost in transit.
Billy.
I think it's time for that cocktail.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should get on the next...
I think you should mind your business.
You need to see about your father.
Why? That man has done nothing but tear our family apart.
When they're gone, Buddha.
I don't care. When I go back for her.
You're going to regret saying that.
Isn't there an intermission you have to get ready to play?
Don't worry. I've got time.
Are you sure? I don't want you to miss the adulation.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
What is this all about?
Les Parigots. They treat us like a fetish, a noble savage.
No, they don't. They treat us like they actually love us for a change. You just don't know what that feels like. People love you here.
I don't know if I love it here.
You were loving it at the restaurant last night when the waiter was fawning all over you. Monsieur Strayhorn, may I have your autograph, s'il vous plaît?
Here we go again.
Why can't you just allow yourself to be happy here? Why can't you admit Paris is a haven for blacks?
Because it's not. They only love us because we're Black Americans. As long as we keep shucking and jiving and wearing banana skirts, they'll give us the keys to the city. Didn't you see how that waiter treated that African man at the door? He wouldn't even let him in to use the restroom. It's no different from what we deal with the States. Is that a haven to you?
Here, artists are respected. This is what artistic freedom looks like. This is my family.
Well, I already have a family in Harlem.
So you got tired of being Duke's little lap boy, and now you come running back to me? And of course, what do? I take you back. I always take you back.
I didn't ask you. I don't need you to do anything for me. You're not my family.
I want to be your family. I want a new start. Here in Paris, we are accepted for all that we are, every part. And that's just not good enough for you, is it? Even after 10 years, I just wanted you to come to Paris and spread your own wings. I thought maybe if you could leave the nest, free yourself of Big Daddy Duke once and for all. But I see, I wasn't enough. So many times I held my tongue. All those times he'd call you up in the middle of the night for you to bail him out of some project where you write 10 new songs and get credit for none of them. I held my tongue. Concert after concert, bow after bow. All hail Duke Ellington, the very sweet, very gracious, very generous, and we do love you madly. I love you madly. But is that enough, Buddha?
I don't know.
So where do we go from here?
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, stage managed by Anthony Powell, written by Barry Moten, Catherine Bentley, and Penny Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Mary Miller as Lillian Strayhorn, Barry Moten as Andre Moore, Margaret Thomas as Alice Moore, Edwin Brown III as Aaron Bridger. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
Billy,
I think it's time for that cocktail.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should get on the next...
I think you should mind your business.
Sis, check your email. I made it in. I'm a finalist in the Strayhorn competition. Check your phone.
We regret to inform you that you have not been selected for this year's Strayhorn competition.
Strays. Is this how our song ends? Or is this just an interlude? I would like you to be more engaged again.
Engaged? Shall I wear white this time around?
You can wear whatever you like. I hear lilac's in season.
I was thinking black.
All right, fine.
Engaged. Tell me what you mean by engaged.
Well, you would compose and arrange.
You mean you want me to compose in the shadows while you take all the credit again?
Billy, you're not listening to me. That's not what I mean.
You want me to be your little lapdog again, subject to your every beck and call. Well, I'm done lapping. Besides, the milk's too sour.
Sour indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Duke Ellington and his alter ego, Billy Strayhorn.
You were never my alter ego, and you know that.
I was worse, your shadow.
That's not true.
Why aren't you fighting back?
Why did you come back? Why did you take my call, get on a plane, travel from Paris to New York, and agree to see me?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
So what, you know me better than I know myself? Well, maybe you do. I've given you everything you wanted, without question. Billy, can you write a couple more songs for Beggar's Holiday? Billy, can you write a sax feature for Q by tomorrow? Oh, sure, Edward. I'll get right on it. And I would stay up and work like a dog, day and night, all the while ignoring what I needed for the sake of a suite in D minor, for the sake of a third trombone part at 2 a.m. And what do I have to show for it? Manuscript paper with Duke Ellington inscribed at the top. Psh, what a consolation.
I want things to be different this time around. I want to know the sort of projects you want to do.
Nice try.
No, I'm serious. Whatever you want to do.
As long as your name is on it.
Well,
I can't do this again. I'm leaving.
I need you. Big bands are dying, and I have to adapt. Darwin's survival of the fittest. From now on, your name is up there, right next to mine.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to say. I wanted to ask you in person. Billy, you are my right arm. My left arm, all the eyes in the back of my head, my brain waves. I've never felt that way with anyone, not even my own son. You're right, I've been selfish. I admit it. But I never meant to hurt you. I wanted to shield you. I wanted to protect you from this world. I wanted to give you a life I always wanted. A life filled with unbridled creativity, free from the ills of society. A life of true artistic integrity of the highest form.
Do you really mean that?
I've meant it since the day we met. But I understand if you have to leave. You'll have to live your life. I'll get you a ticket back to Paris.
Edward, there's a song I think might work.
A song?
Yeah. I wrote it about my mother.
And we're back. You've been listening to the Jazz Express. I am your host, Hal Cooper. I am, of course, sitting with Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. I would like to play one of your recent tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, Satin Doll.
Cigarette holder that wigs me over his shoulder. He digs me out cotton, my satin doll. Oh, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping. Speaks Latin, my satin doll. He is nobody's fool. I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a try, but I ain't for no guy catching me. Telephone number, well, you know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that and my satin doll. Nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a try, but I ain't for no guy catching me. Telephone number, Well, you know I'm doing my rumbas with numero uno. I'm Latin, my satin speaks Latin, my satin, I'll catten my satin doll.
Billy Strayhorn, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Strayhorn.
I've been listening to those people you told me about. Joe Williams is bae.
Vivian, what'd I tell you?
Got that deep baritone voice. Woo, he can sing me to sleep any night.
I know that's right.
Oh, it's time for me to clock out. I forgot to take Mr. Charles back to his room. Can you take him?
Of course.
Mr. Charles, Andre is going to take you back to your room, okay? Thanks, Andre.
Say hello to Joe while you're at it.
Yes, Zaddy.
Mr. Charles, you are something else. Everybody thinks you don't speak.
Isn't it marvelous? No small talk, just silence. Silence is beauty.
Hello?
Hello, is this Andre Moore?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have it today, so...
Have what? I'm sorry. I'm with the Strayhorn competition. One of our competitors backed out, and we were wondering if you wanted to step in and replace them.
What?
Yes. Would you be interested?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, the competition is in 5 days. We will fly you into Pittsburgh. Oh, that's my boss. I'll call you later to get your information. Goodbye now.
Oh my God, that was a Strayhorn competition.
I'm not deaf. Congratulations.
I have to call Chance. Chance, answer your phone. I can't do this. Oh.
What?
I'm going against Chance. I'm not that good. He's undeniably amazing. He will win.
Yes, he will win.
Exactly.
Because that's what you want.
What are you talking about?
That's what you want to happen. You want him to win.
Mr. Charles, that's not true.
You want his win to validate your mediocrity. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Marianne Williamson.
Look, Andre, I'm not masquerading as some guru with all the answers. You get to a certain age and people start expecting you to know everything, like you've crossed some magical threshold. But I can see the patterns, and this little scheme you're peddling is the oldest trick in the book. You spend all these years, all this time, energy, convincing yourself you're mediocre, that you're inferior to almost everything. You're not skinny enough, not handsome enough. But see, that's the hardest part, to convince yourself of the lie. You keep playing it safe, never taking risks. You're surviving, but are you thriving? Don't become so consumed by it that you forget your worth, Andre. Trust me, it's the worst crime you could ever commit.
My phone's ringing again. It's Chance. Somebody backed out and I'm in the Strayhorn competition now. Couldn't get rid of me that easily.
Andre, the person that backed out was me.
Hello? This is room 355. You forgot the hot water, operator. Can you please send it? Come in. You brought everything but the hot water. I'm in the middle of my meal, and that should have been the first thing.
I'm not your servant.
I thought you were room service, and you most certainly are not. Good morning, strays. What would you like to eat?
No, I'm fine. I haven't had much of an appetite lately. You rang?
Yes. We have the Stratford Music Festival coming up. What do you want to do?
Well, Stratford?
What? Finally, come in.
Here's your water.
Thank you. And can you get my friend a gin and tonic?
Certainly.
Where were we? Oh, yes, the Stratford Festival. Any ideas?
A Shakespearean adaptation would be nice.
Yes, that's a wonderful idea. What would be the form?
Most likely the suite. We'd have to do some research.
Wow, a Shakespearean thing. It's never been done before. I love it.
It needs a name. How about Such Sweet Thunder?
Fantastic. And like I said, equal billing, you and I.
Here's your drink.
Thank you.
That'll be all. I propose a toast to Billy Strayhorn and Duke Ellington, to our new incorporation.
Where's my glass?
Mr. Morgan, just in time.
First, let me order a drink. Duke, did you see the tits on that broad at the front desk? I mean, damn, she could serve a full-course meal on those things.
Billy, this is Joe Morgan, our new publicist.
Pleasure. Hi. Down. Get me a Jack and Coke. I got something for you if you bring it to me personal. Yeah. Put it on Duke's tab. Thanks. I hope we get her to bring it up here and not that fag that just left out. Oh, pansy fuck. I'm sorry. Where were we again, huh?
Joe, this is Billy.
And what do you do?
He's my writing and arranging companion.
Huh. So, Duke, I just got the best news in the world. I'm glad you're sitting. CBS wants to put you and your orchestra on TV.
Oh, my. That is the best news in the world.
What about the Shakespeare thing?
I guess we'll have to do both.
What?
When I get done with you, Duke, they're going to be eating out of the palm of your hand. Gather round, come one, come all, guys and dolls. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Living legend Duke Ellington is back. In less than 2 weeks, he will premiere his brand new work, Such Sweet Thunder, at the Stratford Music Festival.
Strays, how is the Romeo and Juliet thing coming along?
I'm working as fast as I can. How about you?
I'm exhausted and completely spent. Isn't it marvelous?
Marvelous indeed. Would you like to switch for a minute?
Sure.
Duke's Drum is a Woman is one of his most brilliant pieces to date. Isn't that right, Duke?
Well, actually, it's both my work and Billy.
His best work yet. Less Billy, more Duke. Trying to make some money here.
But...
Gentlemen, gather round. Black Genius for sale. Fine cargo. Black Genius for sale.
But what about Billy?
Healthy Black Genius for sale. Sorry, the world ain't ready for two black geniuses.
Duke, something's wrong.
Duke Ellington, ladies and gentlemen.
What did you say?
Something's wrong.
Fine stock. Fine stock.
I don't feel so good.
Billy? Billy! Help! Somebody call an ambulance.
This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, stage managed by Anthony Powell, and written by Barry Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Morgan Duncan as Duke Ellington, Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Tony Ginther as Hal Cooper and Joe Morgan, Mardra Thomas as the jazz singer, Sharena Turnage as Vivian Dupree and Paige Turner, Barry Moten as Andre Moore, Carl Ackers II as Mr. Charles, Moses Princien as Chance Kennedy, Anthony Powell as the waiter. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. Be sure to listen to next week's episode, and remember, we do love you madly. Previously on Daydream.
I would like you to be more engaged again. From now on, your name is up there, right next to mine.
I'm with the Strayhorn competition. One of our competitors backed out, and we were wondering if you wanted to step in and replace them.
Billy, this is Joe Morgan, our new publicist.
Pleasure. CBS wants to put you and your orchestra on TV.
Duke, something's wrong.
Duke Ellington, ladies and gentlemen.
What did you say?
Something's wrong.
Fine stock. Fine stock.
I don't feel so good.
Billy? Billy! Help! Somebody call an ambulance.
Well, gentlemen, it is about that time.
Already? Things were just starting to percolate.
More like perpetrate.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'll be quick. I have one more question for you two.
Ask away.
Please do.
What's coming down the pike for the both of you?
Well, I've started a little band of my own. It's called the Riverside Drive 5.
Wonderful. How did all of this come about?
Well, it all started last week when I was approached to perform a concert of my own music.
Luther, I don't think I'm going to do it. Why would anybody pay money to come and listen to me for an hour and a half? They want to hear Duke, not me.
That is not true. The Duke Ellington Jazz Society picked you because they want to hear your music for a change.
They've been hearing it for years.
Yes, but not like this. Seldom seen, but always heard. Remember? Well, now is the time for the world to see and hear you for once.
And it's the Duke Ellington Jazz Society, a bunch of Duke disciples. Are they doing this because he put them up to it, or is it out of pity? Oh, look at poor Billy, let's just throw him a bone after all these years.
Duke has nothing to do with this.
I haven't performed with my own band in a long time, Luther. It's what I kept telling them the other day, but they just kept persisting.
Wait, you haven't told them yet?
I told them I would think about it.
Who am I talking to on this phone right now? I know this is not the Billy Strayhorn. I know this is not the man who single-handedly written some of the greatest music of this century, of all time. You've put yourself second to him for over 20 years. This is the time to put yourself out there. This is it. The new start you've been looking for. So I'm hanging up this phone with you, and I need you to call them right now and tell them, yes, you are doing the show with your own band.
All right, Luther, I will. Luther, I told you I would call you back.
Billy, it's Duke. I have some exciting news.
What is it?
We are moving to Columbia Records.
That's fantastic.
It is indeed. We have carte blanche. We can do anything we want. Suites, live recordings, etc., etc., etc.
Wow.
Isn't it wonderful? Billy Strayhorn and Duke Ellington on the cover of every album from here on out. You and I. It's unprecedented. It's what we've always wanted, Billy. Think the things we could accomplish. Did I mention we would get the opportunity to work with Irving Townsend? The Irving Townsend. Do you know who he is?
Of course. He produced Kinda Blue, Miles' album.
Precisely. And you're going to be there front and center every step of the way. What do you say?
Well, I mean, it's Irving Townsend.
We meet with him tomorrow morning. Bring your best ideas.
Did you remember to take your pillow?
I did. I almost forgot, though.
Some things never change. Well, are you nervous?
Of course I am.
All right. I was just asking.
I know. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm just freaking out a little.
Oh, you'll be fine. You're gonna knock 'em dead. I just know it.
What time did you say your flight was again?
11 tomorrow morning. Oh, just a second. Your sister wanted to say something.
Mom, don't put her on the phone.
Hey, Dre.
Hey, sis.
You good?
I'm all right.
Is it cold up there?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Look, I don't want to cause any trouble.
I got my passport renewed right before I left.
You did?
I did. And I told him I was 50 pounds lighter because I don't need that kind of depression in my life before I compete.
Oh, only 50 pounds? My passport has my middle school weight on it.
Ooh, goals?
Yes, Auntie.
Ooh, don't do that.
Okay, I was just trying to relate.
Yeah, I could tell. Awkward.
Awkward. Well, I should finish packing.
Oh, you heading off so soon? Where's your next excursion?
Pittsburgh. I'm coming with Mama to see you.
You don't have to do all that.
No, Dre, I want to.
All right, well, this is sounding too much like an after-school special. Let me call you back.
That's Andre speak for I'm hanging up.
Yep.
Oh, before you go, wish Mama luck.
Luck?
I decided to hit up the jam session at Mr. Henry's tonight before we leave town tomorrow.
Wait, you're going to go sing?
Yes, Miss Thing is making a comeback. Watch out now.
Yes, Auntie.
Oh, you tried that again, sis?
Yeah, I did. I just like how it sounds.
Mom, I'm missing your singing return.
It's just a jam session, Andre, and it won't be the last.
You promise?
I promise. Now get off the phone and focus on winning this bad boy, okay?
All right.
See you soon, Dre.
See you soon. I love y'all.
Love you too, son.
Where is he?
Pops is on his way. They'll be here any second.
They?
Oh, there they are, down the hallway.
Finally.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Hey, well, what's he doing here?
Billy has graced us with his masterful presence. He is coming into the meeting with us.
Are you sure that's the best idea? Townsend is coming to see Duke Ellington, not Duke and this other guy. This is money on the line. He should stay out here. I'm sure there's a little chair for him to prance over and sit in. Come on, Duke. This is big money, man. Big money. We don't have time to waste it on nobodies. Your career can't afford that right now.
Now, hold on. Pop! Billy, it might be best...
Sorry, kid. This is business. Nothing personal.
Pop, stop. Are you gonna let Joe get away with this?
Hey.
Joe, shut your cracker ass up before I whoop your ass right here in this office. Pops, look at Sweet Pea. Can't you see what you're doing to him?
Mercer, don't.
No. I always wished you were a better father to me. That you'd put me first for once instead of everyone else. I've played second fiddle to every musician, every promoter, every whore and harlot north of the Mason-Dixon line. But don't do this to him. He doesn't deserve it. And Strays, speak up. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Gentlemen, Mr. Irving is ready to see you all.
Thank you, miss.
Right this way.
Irving! Mr. Ellington, in the flesh. What a pleasure to finally meet. I've been a fan of yours since childhood.
What do you talk? I'm only a year and some change older than you. This is my son, Mercer. And my writing and arranging companion, Mr. Billy Strayhorn.
And I'm Joe Morgan.
Wonderful. Shall we sit?
Certainly.
Well, Mr. Ellington, what new ideas are in that head of yours?
Well, actually, Strays, why don't you explain your latest idea?
Okay, I was thinking...
Pardon us for a sec.
What if we do an adaptation of the Nutcracker Suite?
What? Tchaikovsky's?
Yes, Tchaikovsky. What style of music would you call the Nutcracker Suite?
That's easy. Classical.
Wrong. It was dance music.
Okay, but what's your point?
That's what Duke's music does.
Yeah, like when he wrote Take the A Train. Such an iconic piece, Duke. I wore that record to pieces. Everybody knows A Train.
That was actually this fella here, Billy Strayhorn, who wrote that.
You wrote that?
I did.
He did indeed.
But it would be nothing without the sound of the Duke Ellington band. Am I right, fellas?
May I continue?
By all means.
The suite is Duke's favorite form and would open him up to a whole new audience.
I love it.
Wait, how do you say his name again?
Tchaikovsky.
Yeah, that. A Tchaikovsky and Ellington pairing would be great.
Tchaikovsky, Ellington, and Strayhorn would be even better. And you know what? Let's put both our faces on the album cover.
I think that's a wonderful idea. Let's do it. Yes?
Mr. Townsend, your next appointment is here.
Great. I'll be right with him. Gentlemen, we'll be in touch?
Certainly.
Billy Strayhorn. I get a feeling we're going to be hearing your name a lot more pretty soon.
Thank you.
Sweet Pea, that was fantastic. A Tchaikovsky album with both of your faces on the cover.
Isn't it great?
Truly. What are your plans for the rest of the day?
I'm heading home. I have a concert to prepare for.
I'm here.
Oh, thank God. You're getting ready to go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am given the formidable task of introducing tonight's guest. For weeks I have fretted over every word, every syllable, trying to come up with something worthy enough to honor this man and his career. But alas, I've come to realize there aren't words capable of completing such a task. What does one say about a man who's been creating masterpieces for over 30 years? However, little is known about this man and his contributions outside intimate circles. To quote Mr. Ellington again, he is rarely seen, but always heard. Well, tonight, we have come to hear and see him. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 20th annual Strayhorn competition. In the spirit of the centennial of Strayhorn's legacy, we have assembled some of the finest young talent in today's scene. Our first contestant hails from Washington, D.C. Put your hands together for Andre Moore.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here.
The Duke Ellington Society proudly welcomes Mr. Billy Strayhorn.
I have a friend with an orchestra who's on the road 52 weeks a year and never takes a vacation. Now and then he calls me from someplace I never heard of and says he needs to write a song, that he's stuck. Can I write it for him and call back in 10 minutes? I haven't called back yet because I'm going to play it for you first.
I decided to sing one of Mr. Strayhorn's iconic tunes.
I used to visit all the very gay places, those come what may places, where one relaxes on the axis of the wheel of life, to get the feel of life from jazz and cocktails. The girls I knew had sad and sullen gray faces, with these stone gate traces that used to be there. You could see where they'd been washed away by too many through the days. 12 o'clock tales. Then you came along with your siren song to tempt me to madness. I thought for a while that your poignant smile was tinged with the sadness of a great love for me. Ah, yes, I was wrong. Again, I was wrong. Life is lonely again.
Dear Aaron, I know the shock of hearing me through this medium must be great, but miracles do happen.
I have to have an operation to remove an obstruction in my esophagus. I don't know exactly when or how long it'll take. I do know, though, that it will be very soon. I will write later and give you more details. That's all for now. Let's pop out and mail this in the early morning mail. How's the new place coming along? Don't tell anyone about the operation unless they hear it from some other source. I love you, Billy Strayhorn.
At the age of 51, Billy passed away of esophageal cancer May 31st, 1967. Like so many other artists, much of his recognition came posthumously, but his genius is timeless. In the words of Duke Ellington, he is truly beyond category. This episode of Daydream was brought to you by the Humanity Artists Collective and the DC Commission on Arts and Humanities. It was directed by Catherine Bentley, music directed by Reggie Thomas, stage managed by Anthony Powell, and written by Barry Moten. It featured the following performances in order of appearance: Tony Ginther as Hal Cooper and Joe Morgan, Morgan Duncan as Duke Ellington, Ulrich Davis as Billy Strayhorn, Anthony Powell as Luther Henderson. Margaret Thomas is Alice Moore and Douglas Bray. Barry Moten is Andre Moore. Olivia Neal as Zara Moore. Jason Little as Mercer Ellington. Carl Ackers II as Irving Townsend. Sharena Turnage as Secretary, Stage Manager, and MC. Edwin Brown III as Aaron Bridgers. This has been your narrator, Penny Moten. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Daydream. And remember, we do love you madly.